Yeah, talking of Sadio Mane and his potential replacements, Paddy, I've seen reports today of Jonathan David being on Liverpool's shortlist. This comes from The Athletic, James Pearce, £40.5 million. Now, I originally was on the side of shunning this one, saying that he probably wouldn't fit as much as some other targets. But for that price, you know what, mate? I'm starting to get swayed.
The price is in some of these negotiations. The price is a big factor. You know, if you were talking Jonathan David for some of the prices that were floated around before, you'd be saying absolutely no way. But for 40 million, it's one of them where in this day and age, that's a punt. It wouldn't, and if it didn't work, it wouldn't be the end of the world. You could offload him for another 20. You know, so it's a punt in this day and age. And you could do a lot worse than Jonathan David. He had a good breakout season for Lille the year they won the league. Hasn't really kind of pushed on too much this year. But you never know, lads. You never know. He could find his feet at Anfield.
You say that, mate. He has scored 15 times this season. He's had a decent campaign. Lille haven't played well, but mate, I've crunched the numbers. All right, here's some stats that I found that he had 18. I think it was the 89th percentile of pressures out of all players in Europe in his position. So he's in the top 11%, something that Jurgen Klopp will definitely value. Do you think we'll now go after a established 9 or someone who could potentially cover multiple positions?
I really want us to get an established 9. I really do. I think it's just something we haven't done. And with Origi leaving, with that plan B is out the window. I would love us to go out and get that established 9. I can't lie. Since the last stream, people are kind of convinced me are trying to convince me on Darwin Núñez. As much as he has his frailties and his downside, his finishing is just that lethal that you nearly just go for it if you didn't get absolutely robbed for the price.
Do you not think that would make him a goal scoring merchant now?
Yeah, but my previous goal scoring merchant has kind of stopped scoring, so we need an actual goal scoring merchant now.
Yeah, well, the Núñez has been linked. There's been a lot of stuff to Manchester United. Another one I've seen of completely left field, and we all said that the signing that we think we'll get is someone completely left field and random. Joao Pedro of Watford, 13 goals in 74 games, but he's been linked in the last couple of days. For me, I don't think that's a Mane replacement. I think it's an Origi replacement, which I think would make sense considering he's only 20 years old.
I mean, yeah, and Watford fans had a lot of high hopes for him. Kind of hasn't really shot on as much as they'd like. I've heard of fees quoted of 50 million for him, though. By the way, or I've heard I heard Fabrizio Romano say that it would be Watford's biggest ever sale, and Richarlison went for 50 million. So, yeah, no. So I'd rule us out straight away for that.
Really? 50 mil? I didn't see any price about that. Well, but I was imagining somewhere around 25.
Well, the thing that scares me is obviously Romano, who is a Watford fan, funnily enough, said that it would be Joao Pedro would. Yeah, he is. Yeah. He said that Joao Pedro would be Watford's biggest ever departure. And of course, Richarlison previously went to Everton for 50 million. So therefore would exceed 50 million.
For a relegated club, man. Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, all the cards are. They'd probably would rather keep on to him and let them get the back up. But Watford are going to have an exodus this summer. They're going to lose a lot of lads. Dennis is going to go as well, arguably to West Ham. I wouldn't really mind Joao Pedro, but not for that price, obviously. 10 million, 15 maybe.
I didn't know Fabrizio was a Watford fan.
I think it was the Italian connection from the owners.
And then he can use his propaganda, see? He can propaganda Watford up a little bit and help in the negotiations.
Yeah. And it was something to do with him liking them on Football Manager or something. It was weird, but yeah, fair play.
Sarr, another one who potentially might be leaving Watford. It all depends on the context of these signings, I think, because we're losing Sadio Mane, a player who is established on a top level. We can't really be replacing them with players who haven't even shown any glimpses of reaching his level so far. So I think if they were sort of squad options, sound.
Yeah, exactly. As a backup on the right side, why not go for Sarr? However, his price would be a bit silly, I would imagine. So I can't see it happening. I can't see him staying with Watford in the Championship again, though. He's already done that. I don't think he'll stay. Has he done that twice now? No, once.
He went down for one. They've only been down once. This is his second season now. If he does stay with them, I just think he's better than that.
He's proven himself in the Championship already. Give him the time of day, but now he'd be silly to stay there again. However, he could be priced out of a move by Watford wanting silly money.
Liverpool are after a French striker. apparently. We're in for Rennes striker Martin Terrier. He could compensate for the possible departure of Sadio Mane this summer, and that comes from the Mirror. Now, I'm just going to have a look at some statistics, mate. But from what have you seen this season, if you have seen anything,
He plays.
Is he any decent? Is he good? Is he someone you'd be afterwards?
He plays for Stade Rennais, Terrier, Yorkshire Terrier. I've seen him a little bit. I've seen him in my FIFA packs. He's currently team of the season in FIFA, so I've seen him there.
He's got to be good then. Sign him up.
Wing. He has a team of the season, literally. But see, people will be on these sort of shows and sit there and spoof like they know them, like you.
Pretty much.
No, I'm only messing. You know your shit. But I know I've never actually watched them. I don't watch Ligue 1, thank God.
Yeah, the only Ligue 1 I've watched this season has been Chouameni related. So, I honestly I haven't seen Terrier at all. I will educate myself a bit on him, but 21 goals in 37 games in Ligue 1. France under 21 international, 25 years old, can play on the left and through the middle.
Wait, what? France under 21 international, 25 years old.
He was under 21 between 2017 and 19.
All right. I was like, that don't check out.
But yeah, 21 goals this season is by far and away his best season. He got 9 last season for Rennes. But now 21 goals this year. Breakout year, maybe he could might do it.
Our French look has been pretty poor. Same with our Italian look. I was just thinking, it's mad that we don't have any Argentinians or Italians.
Insu was probably the last one we had, I reckon. Maxi Rodriguez, yeah.
He was the last, wasn't he?
What a baller.
We use a baller. Remember, he scored like 3 hat-tricks in a couple of weeks. Like
he did. To be fair, it is a bit revisionist to me because he was an absolute passenger for the games that he didn't score in. A lot of names and numbers have been thrown out there, but another one is Arnaut Danjuma. It feels like we're back last season again. Apparently we are doing everything. He's doing everything possible to leave Villarreal, with the Premier League a possible destination and Liverpool one of the favourites. 40 million euros would be the fee, and that's from El Periódico Mediterráneo.
Listen, wouldn't be a bad show for the left side for cover for Diaz. However, we need a centre forward now. Mane was playing as a centre forward. We need a centre forward. Wouldn't be against Danjuma at all. I think he's quite a tidy player. Had a great season for Villarreal and then a good season for Bournemouth the year before. However, we now need false 9 cover. We need centre forward cover. So no, not in that. For the left side, yes. That's the problem. Mane was very versatile. We now need to sign 2 players to replace him. Or
Joao Pedro can play left and through the middle.
What are we? Are we Bournemouth or are we Liverpool? Come on now.
But no, look, he's another one who could potentially cover in the middle, Danjuma. He's got a certain level of physicality to him. Whether he can replicate or even imitate Mane is another question. But 40 million euros, as you said earlier, mate, is it not worth a punt?
Yeah, no, for 40, yeah, for sure. Give it a go. But I'm just worried about who we get through the middle because I'm going to say it again, and I don't care how.
Toney.
It can't be. We cannot go into the new season with Diogo Jota as our starting centre forward. Not good enough as our main man. He's not. And don't again. I would be surprised if anyone disagreed with me. If they do, let me know so I can debate it with you. But Nkunku is the guy for me. Christopher Nkunku. Get it done. Break the bank.
Got a good name. He has got a good name, to be fair.
What a name. Nkunku number 10. Give Mane's number away straight away. We have no time for dilly-dallying.
I was going for more the Christopher vibes.
Oh,
you know.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Big old Chris. Big Chris.
Big Chris up top, mate.
I can already think we'll call him Nkunks.
Okay.
Toney as the Origi replacement. Spot on.
Toney's better than that, though.
No, he's not.
He's better than Origi.
Okay, Toney could fight with Jota for that position, for the backup to the main man.
But he's good.
Yeah, and that's a club like Liverpool needs that level of good. So Jota, Toney, and Nkunku. Perfect. Brilliant. That's the level.
Ooh.
That's the level. That's the level we need.
I don't know how much. Toney would probably 40 million, maybe a bit more because he's English. Then probably 60 million for Nkunku, maybe more because he's in form. 70 million maybe, and then that's 110 million spent.